Today I am doing a very bold, very monochromatic halo eye using the very new Naked Heat palette. My boyfriend was so very kind enough to know that I wanted this and purchased it for me, and I am so excited to try it out on camera for the first time. I've never used this palette before up until I did this eye look. I didn't even swatch it, so this is my first impressions how to wear bold makeup / how to halo eye tutorial. And if you are interested in any of those things and learning about my thoughts on the Naked Heat palette, learning how to do a halo eye, etc., then just keep watching. Hi! We're going to prime our skin using the NYX #no filter blurring primer. I'm just going to pat that / rub that into my problem areas, and then add some hydration with the Smashbox primer water. Just give that a spritz all over, and then I'm going to color correct using the Wet n Wild cushion concealer. This is the peach one. It's not really peach, but it's more yellowy. I'm just going to put that right where I have darkness and want to color correct. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this green NYX concealer and slightly blend it so it stays under my makeup, not seep through it. And now I'm going to use some foundation. This is the Milani 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the shade Vanilla. This foundation is the second to lightest shade. I purchased this before they came out with the lightest shade, which I cannot find anywhere in stores. But when this was the lightest shade, it's still too dark for me. Or maybe it's just too yellow. I can't really tell. But I do love the formula of this foundation. It sits really nicely on my skin. It's very full coverage, and it has not a matte finish, but it's a pretty natural finish. It just looks like your skin would. I'm going to add a little extra coverage underneath my eyes because they're dark. And now I'm going to conceal using this Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I'm going to use this to conceal and highlight the tip of my nose, underneath my eyes, and my chin, etc. And then I'm going to blend that out with the same blending sponge I use to blend out my foundation. And this concealer is super glowy. I like it. I'm going to bake my under eyes, which does get rid of some of that glow, but oh well. Brows are done. Now to brush away that bake. And then for the star of the show, da 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 is the Naked Heat palette by Urban Decay. One of the most raved about palettes of the summer. I'm so excited to use this. I'm going to go in with this mid-tone brown shade to slap it in my crease. I am actually doing this voiceover at work right now, so I do not have the palette in front of me to give you the shade names. That was a terrible move on my part. I'm really sorry. But I'm going to use this shade to put in my crease, and this is going to help us blend out all of our shades. And I'm going to use this pinky red brown shade to begin structuring my halo eye. Halo eyes require some precision. What I like to do with the halo eye is apply color and then blend. So I'm going to map out my halo eye by placing this lighter color on and create the halo, which is going to be the center of my eye. So I'm going to create kind of a loop, a little halo, if you will, in the center of my eye, and apply the color kind of densely and a bit precisely, and then add darker color right to the outside of it, just like so. I'm going to build it up and blend it together, but first I want to apply the color to ensure that the structure of my halo eye is secured. Is that the right word I want to use? Secured, laid out. I want to make sure that this is going to be a halo eye and not just any old smoky eye. So placing the color first, and that darker color is going to go on the outer V and in the inner corner, and I'm just going to build it up and slightly blend it outward using this pencil brush. And now I'm going to take this very teeny tiny blending brush. This one is by BH Cosmetics from their Rose Quartz brush collection, brush set, and blend that outer and inner corner, blending that darker color ever so slightly into that lighter color, but we are not going to bring anything into the center of the eye. We're going to stick exclusively into the inner corner, outer corner, and in the crease. Stay out of that lid area. We are going to do something special with it. And then we are just going to continue to build up those colors and blend as we go until we reach the desired intensity and smokiness and blendedness that we desire. Oh boy. So I'm just going to repeat, because I lost some of that inner halo color when I blended in with the darker color, so I'm just going to add more to build it up, because I still want the colors to pop. I still want you to tell the difference between the two colors. So I'm going to add more and then slightly blend, just so they blend seamlessly into each other, but I don't want to blend away that color, which I kind of did when I applied that darker color, but it's okay. We added more, and now we're going to very gently blend. And now I'm going in with this very light taupey shade and blending that in the upper crease to make sure that there are no harsh lines, and then just touching up anything else that needs to be blended with this tiny blending brush. Invest in a small blending brush. I promise you, for these sexy, like smoky halo eye and cut crease looks that you're seeing on Instagram, this will come in very much handy. So get yourself a small blending brush like this, a very precise one, and you won't regret it. Now I'm going to use this sparkly foiled shade and just take my finger and pat that right in the center of my eye. This is the oomph to the look. This is what really brings the halo forward. And now we're going to work on the lower lash line. I'm just going to take those same colors and work them on the lower lash line, starting with the light pinky purple, or light pinky brown, pinky red brown. I'm just going to run that in the lower lash line and connect it with that outer, smoke we have happening in the outer V, and just build it up. And then I'm going to add black kohl eyeliner and then blend that into those colors on the lash line, just to create some smokiness. Bring it down as far as you want, and then blend whatever harsh lines you think need to be blended out. And then we're going to highlight. Just going to take that lightest shade and highlight under my brow bone and in my inner corner, just to really make it pop. And these are the Dragon Lee lashes by New Balsam. Holy cow. And now we're going to slightly contour. This is my Ibby powder contour kit, and I'm just going to take an angled powder brush and just lightly contour using that center shade. Nothing crazy, just to give my cheekbones some definition and make my 5 head a 4 head. Know what I'm saying? And then just blend that out real good. And now it's time for highlight. This is the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Show Gold. I don't know what I'm looking at. Probably my cat. He's precious. And just highlight my cheekbones, my nose, and my cupid's bow. And now for the second star of the show, this lippy by ColourPop. This is the Ultra Matte Lip in the shade LAX. This is a very deep blackened plum color. It is wonderful. It's very drying, but for the color, worth it. I'm just going to apply this to my lips, and then I'm going to set this down with some Fix Plus. This is a coconut scented one, and there you have it. Thank you for watching this video. I'm so glad that you joined me. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.